stack. So to start, I'd like to point out the significance of the volume profile and how I have it set. So I've got it to all. That takes the full session of the day from like 6 p.m. till closing 4 p.m. Value area volume 70. So what I'd like to point out, value area high is the highest area of the most volume traded. Value area low is the lowest point of the highest volume traded. So 70% was traded within this area. Now we have a POC. It's the yellow line. It's a point of control. That is the point where price was balanced the most. The point of control, where the most orders are concentrated. So why is this important? Follow me in this. If we look at price, 4-hour time frame, this is one full session day, most orders in here. What do we see price doing? We create a new point of control lower. Next day, price taps into it, keeps going down. It's a good advice to follow it, to base your view on where price could likely go. Of course, you need a full strategy around it. Then we've got an extension up, new point of control. Price consolidates, taps into that point of control during our New York session. If you see the hours, bam, then go down. Down price creates a new point of control here. Next day, we go up, we consolidate here, make control here, but we tap into this control. Price moves up, balances point of control here. And now today, we are opening and close to that. We haven't touched it yet, but we're right in the zone. Now, okay, look at this. We drop, create a B shape, consolidate, create a big consolidation because these are 4-hour candles. Price drops deeper. Draws here, most orders here, a lot of absorption. Price moves up, creates point of control. That point of control was line up with a 1-hour fair value gap. That's when I took my trade entry today. You can see that. Oh, just to show you. Oopsie. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I can't get my password anyway. Okay. I can't see it right now. Maybe in a 50-minute it shows. No, it's not showing. Do these disappear overnight? I mean, I got my execution right here. I entered here, I aimed for this one. Price continued a lot more up, a lot more. Yesterday, it kept running up. Like I had 5 micros, I took about $500 on average on my accounts, and this was a $2,000 move with 5 micros, and I was in here, man, really sniped that shit. I really waited for it to come down. Anyway, doesn't show anymore. Sad. Um, okay, let me get back 4 hour. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so um, nice to see his new day opening gap. If we don't fill it up during Asian session, be sure to come back down. New day opening gap. I used to use a lot of colors in the past, but now I'm just sticking to black and green, matrix style. Okay, so what do we got? To get back to the point of control, so I had a 1 hour gap here. This was aligned with the point of control. Price consolidates, and then during 10, at 10, I think almost precisely, boom, price start to rally. Now we got overextended, of course. So, and if we look, we have a 4 hour gap here. We've got a 4 hour gap here forming. So let's wait until tomorrow. But we got a 4 hour gap here, which is quite significant. The 1 hour can go boom. Previous day low is here. We have bearish weekly order block. Previous week high, equal highs. A weekly supply that has been barely touched. An all-time high. Quick peek at ES. ES is near its all-time high. So. This shows that we could have another drop after we break that. Pretty clean now. Difference between stocks is pretty obvious. See that difference? High, higher high, high, but not a higher high. So tech related stocks are still way weaker than ES, and we're still out of sync on the higher time frame. Now, let's get back to it. So, what am I looking at? Point of control from yesterday, 4 hour gap. 12 hour supply. 12 hour demand, I'm sorry, but I'm not convinced. This is more clean, yeah. This is more clean. See a lot of price balancing here. So let's make this. Man, why is it like this now? Okay. 8 hour demand. Good. So of course we are very bullish in price, low, high, low, higher, high, higher, low. Yeah, this is doubtful, but yeah, let's say slightly higher high, boom, higher low, boom, higher high. So if we keep this bias bullish for today. We could see price drop all the way into the 4-hour gap, 8-hour demand, point of control to go up, or tomorrow price could go up, take this high up, but it's less likely. We're quite overstretched. This 4-hour candle doesn't even have a wick. So that's some kind of generated liquidity. I noticed that many times that candles with no wick tend to get retraced to. So we got a new day opening gap. Previous day high has just been swept. There is a point of control. Hasn't been tapped yet, but I'm going to make the line here. This is 28 August. Okay. Um, sorry, my mouse. Um, so I guess that's kind of it for what I will be looking at structure wise. Um, if this gets broken tomorrow, there's not a lot of price anymore to chase on ES, and we are quite overstretched. This is the all-time high, of course. So, given that, we still have to move through this whole cluster here on NQ. I don't see NQ running very high, not through all of this. There's, of course, this algorithmic signature here. Generated liquidity, equal highs. You can say what you want about equal highs and equal lows, but it is always a strong indicator. But on higher time frames, it sometimes takes a while before it's traded to. Except when you go on the lower time frames. Let me give you an example. Earlier this week, I need to see where it was. I knew that was a nice one. I think this was like it traded to some equal high points. I'm not sure. Um, so I saw this like no wick. This was relative equal highs. Oh yeah, this one. This and this. And these ones were relatively equal. And then this one. Um, but it's not the best example. Uh, yeah, always watch for equal highs. It's such a strong signal that they are going to return. And with they, I am obviously referring to smart money. Look at this one. Sweep into the imbalance. Price moves up. ICT works very well. You just need to know how to use it and combine it with some order flow and price structure to get a full picture and not just trade it blindly. Okay, so as you see, very overstretched. Let's lower time frame. Boom, we had some retracement. Boom, had some retracement. This was pretty just one big impulse leg. So I am taking that. And what do we see? Okay, so aligning with our 8-hour demand. POC. 4-hour gap, no wick, 4-hour candle. We have a hot zone here. Optimal trade entry. Might as well just short now. No, kidding. Um, yeah, so that maps it out for me. I don't need to do anything else. Just let price do what it does. I put an alert on here that gets me an alert. So I got an alert on these all-time highs on ES, and I've got an alert here. Let's see what price does. Yes, yes. Almost near this point of control. We might just go tap into this and then drop off to here during Asian, maybe London, and then yeah, fuck around here and then go back up during New York or dig some deeper into this cluster here. Sorry, my mouse is working really bad. I'm laying on the bed. Um, no, so yeah, I think that's a good analyze to get started with tomorrow. Over and out. Have a good night.